This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Sunday morning. With us is Governor David Paterson, and he is one smart guy, one good friend. And he was the governor of the state of New York and also in charge of the Democratic Committee for the state of New York. Well, Governor, you endorsed Governor Cuomo last week, even though you guys had your differences. But I figured out that having differences is minor league compared to having a socialist for a mayor. What say
exactly.
What say you on a Sunday morning?
Well, yes, you know, the former governor and the two former governors, he and myself have had some difficulties over the years. But I always thought he was one of the most organized people I ever met. When he was Attorney General, I just couldn't believe how well that office was run. And then he succeeded me as governor. He was there for 11 years and passed 10 straight budgets. He must have been on some medication that we never heard of, because I can't believe that. We would go 2 months. The budget would be late, 3 months. And but he had a way of convincing people what was the right thing to do. Now, the polls, if you put them all together, it's tough. It looks like he's down by, I'd say, 8 to 10 points, something like that. And but in this last week, I thought he was especially effective. The different rallies that he had, the different events that he had. I endorsed him at a senior citizens facility in the Bronx on Tuesday, and he's come alive. For the first couple of months after he lost the primary, I kind of thought he was sort of wandering around. That's what it seemed like when I would run into him. But he really has hit his stride. Now, the problem is it could be an insurmountable lead. Zoran Mandani, I don't know who these people are who are supporting him, because I don't know any of them. I mean, I know a few, but what I'm trying to say is that the types of things he says, and the media lets him get away with it, taking the picture with the woman that hates gays and lesbians. Then he said if he knew it was her, he wouldn't have taken the picture. Next thing you know, he takes another picture with an imam whose whole family knows Zoran, and won't answer the question when they ask him why he would take a picture with him. So this is to me, years ago, there could be one little thing, and the candidate had to get out of the race. And in these days, it's like you can kind of say anything you want, do anything you want, and it will be sustained if the public votes for you. And I sure hope that they don't this Tuesday. Remember, folks, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Now,
open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Let me say one more thing. There's only early voting until Sunday tonight, not Monday. There's no voting on Monday, right?
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Now, let me ask you.
And then on Tuesday.
Yes, and Tuesday is the big day. Now, let me ask you a question. Andrew has been governor, and has been a Democrat for all his life, 65 years, and his father was a Democrat all his life. Zoran is not really a Democrat. He was a socialist all his life. So this accidental ranked choice voting that they made him a Democrat, how does this happen?
It really is a system that has a lot of flaws, and so, Zoran will appear on column A. So he's the Democrat. He'll be the first name you see when you go in the voting booth. Andrew is actually in the second row. So you're going to have to look around to find him. But you can't
all the way
find him.
in. I voted for him. It's all the way at the end on the second row.
Exactly. And that's what people need to remember when they go to the polls.
Understood. Now, common sense. How do you think we're doing? We got 3 days left. A lot of people came out to vote in the last 5-6 days. Give us your gut feeling.
Well, this could be some really good news for Governor Cuomo. Ever since last Saturday, they've per day or a higher number than that voting, and they have kind of computed that those people who are voting are over 55 years old. Most of them are over 55 years old. 29% were people under 30. So you can see that the higher the voter turnout is, the better chance that we'll have an upset Tuesday night, and then that means that I will be able to go to sleep Tuesday night.
Understood. I mean, we're working together on Tuesday night on the election results.
Oh, absolutely. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be a real interesting night, and the future of New York City is depending on what happens that night.
And I think, every time I get in a cab, I see Suzanne Miller, and she says, this is the most important election in our lifetime. So everybody should follow that. We should heed that call and go and vote on Tuesday.
I voted already. You voted already. Let's pray everybody else. Everybody should get out there and vote. And thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your common sense. And tell your other Democratic common sense people not to surrender to the socialists.
You got it, John. That's a promise.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Take care.